if we're all back together, we'll go to the president's report now. We're a little out of order today, but I still have my, typical gratitude to offer to everybody in the district. I have quite a list this time, actually, so I'm going to try to get through that quickly. Public service announcement. We haven't talked about the arts as much in some of this gratitude, but we do have Little Women coming soon. So if you haven't gone to to Greeley Theater, there's a great opportunity to do so coming up. Little PSA, appreciate everybody that's committed to the theater program here at Greeley. Also want to give a shout out to the Scholarship Fund for hosting the Spelling Bee recently and acknowledge the superior competitors that are here in the room with us tonight. Lisa and Christine both coming through. I love that.
Team that is
I love the modeling at the top, that's going on here with, instructional leadership when it comes to spelling. So appreciate you for that. Also, I had a chance to go to the cum laude ceremony last week for all the seniors. Great to see such a big group of people young people who have achieved so much with their academics and being recognized for that. And fall sports have wrapped up, and we've got like a whole list of awesome sports teams. So everything from the tennis state title to volleyball, football, field hockey, soccer, go down the list. So just again, really appreciate our coaching, athletic director, all the parents that are getting all of these kids everywhere they've got to go, and keeping their academics going at the same time. So that's my long list of gratitude for this week. I don't need to do an agenda preview because we've already done a lot of it. The hospital, elementary, and there's going to be a lot of contracts here coming up. So over to Dr. Evans.
Thank you, Ryan. And so a lot of our community update is actually on the agenda. So I'm going to have Josh begin by talking about some change orders and the capital project and some of the resolutions that you see tonight before you.
Sure. So on the agenda, there are change orders for our capital project. These are items that were discussed in our facilities committee. On the left is change orders at Roaring Brook around additional asbestos abatement that was needed and additional electrical work. Some of you will see that there's a new pole in the Roaring Brook parking lot. In order to bring in the HVAC, we had to bring the electric up to code, and that involved putting in 2 new electric poles on our property. So there is a change order for that work, and that includes all of the electrical and contractual work. There's also a change order for the Roaring Brook ceiling, and there's no increase to the purchase order. This was because when they were doing the roof at Roaring Brook, there was a storm and the roofing contractor did not protect the ceiling well enough. So they had to replace the entire ceiling of the Roaring Brook gym. So it's a change order. However, the roofing contractor has agreed to pay for the ceiling that was damaged. The next is, in the last board meeting, you had approved an RFP for our technology services. So Andrew Taylor presented last year that we were going to be shifting a significant amount of our technology services with our current company, Acture, that we've been with for over 20 years, to BOCES so that we receive state aid on the work that we have in district. So the left side is the contractual portion that we cannot get BOCES aid on. So we have a contract with the district for an audiovisual technician and a level 1 help desk. And then on the right side is our normal Acture services, which has listed out everybody that we worked for Acture that works in our district. And that is, we now receive 65.9% aid on that. So next year we'll get a little over $700,000 back on the work that does. This has been work that we've been working with BOCES to take on this service for over 5 years so that they could take this contract so that we could receive aid on our technology services that we have. So that's a budget transfer from the technology department to the BOCES line that you would see on the agenda. And then the next is really exciting. The next phase of our capital project, we're approving 5 separate contract bid awards for the athletic pavilion and bathrooms, the J Bridge replacement, and the Seven Bridges modified baseball field and fencing, totaling about $3.1 million. We are right at to a little under budget on our capital project. We just opened the final HVAC bids and we're interviewing those companies next week. And we have determined that we are able to do everything within our budget in the capital project now that we have all of our bids back. So this is work we're hoping to start as soon as possible so that we have a schedule for it that's not disruptive to our schools. So the athletic pavilion and bathrooms, as football season ends, as other sports wind down for the fall, we're going to be able to start construction on the pavilion and the bathrooms out by the football field.
Thank you, Josh. And now we're going to transition over to Adam to explain our grants on the agenda.
Thank you. So we have 3 CSF grants on the agenda. 5.17 is to expand the percussion program at Greeley, put in by the Greeley band director. So that's going to give us a capability to add some new instruments and percussion for the students here at Greeley. The second one is a grant from Seven Bridges around biophilic design. I actually had to do a little research on this one to learn a little bit more about it. This is about integrating plant life in built spaces and architecture. So the grant is kind of an interdisciplinary grant with school psychologists, STEAM, science department, et cetera, where they're going to integrate more plant life at Seven Bridges. So that's kind of a neat, exciting grant. Hopefully it'll expand into the other schools. And then the last one is for some recording equipment for Bell. Our world language teachers over at Bell have struggled with some of the background noises. The students have recorded various, world language kind of practice. And so this is a collaboration between our STEAM teacher, Warren Whitney, and Caitlin Murphy in the world language department so that the students can create audio, visual with like lapel mics and things like that. So those are the 3 that are on the agenda. And thanks to the CSF for those grants.
Okay, and I'm going to describe the PTA grant that's on the agenda tonight. So from our past conversations, this is the first year that we've had a debate team where we're looking at it in the same through the same lens as an athletic team. And so we have 60 participants, which is great. We have a coach, and there are debates that our coach is taking our students to throughout the region, just like we were in athletics. But we also have members of the debate team who there's different styles of debate. And so we have a pocket of kids that would like to participate in this different style. And so to do that, it's normally not a problem. We certify that they go to school here. They're able to participate independently. Their parents take them to the competition and it's fine. But there are certain competitions that the school has to say, we are supervising and chaperoning the students and we're taking responsibility for them. So in trying to work through the pilot this year, we are following the same model as sports boosters. So when the track team or the wrestling team wants to go to a competition where only certain kids qualify to attend that competition, usually that is mainly funded through sports boosters. So the PTA has agreed to help support these specialized competitions where it is only entrance is contingent on us saying that we are taking responsibilities for our students at the event. And to do that, they are donating the grant in order to cover our costs because it's outside the parameters of the team, because it's a specialized opportunity for kids. And so as we work through this is a way to get us to a place where our kids can, who really have that specialized talent, have a way that they can continue to compete as we kind of work through this model this year and plan for next year. So we want to thank the PTA for their generous donation and for Josh for working with the PTA and Ron Gamma to try to figure out how to do this. And then I just want to,
just out of curiosity, what style of debate is this for?
Sure, the Lincoln Douglas style of debate specifically. And so our kids are participating in the parliamentary style with Helen Harrison as the coach for the team. And so then, as Ryan mentioned, we have multiple events coming up. This week, we have our Meet the Coaches Night. We have a K-12 Hispanic Heritage Fiesta on Friday. We have a parent support group next week. We have our theater presentation of Little Women. And then, of course, we're going to head into the Thanksgiving holiday. And after that, we return and we have National Inclusive Schools Week. So we're we're really excited about what's up ahead in the month of November and as we head into December. And I just want to take an opportunity to wish our families a happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate. And that's the end of the superintendent's report. So thank you.